Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. This one will be fair caught. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
First down loss. It's second and long from the 23. They're going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Give it to the back again.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking to scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And now the running back's got it again. Second after their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
A nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Keeping it on the ground here. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll test the right side here. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. we're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Second down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. After consecutive losses, you need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Kick is up, and no good. With that miss, the score remains the same.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. It's a blitz look here from the defense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the running back takes the handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down now. Hunting ready to boot it away. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive was demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Did he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
They'll try the left side with a toss. Got a lane. Can he get in? Falls a lot of bounds, close to the end zone.
Oh, the running back. I think he might be frustrated. He had such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted to take that one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. I don't blame him.
The Ducks will line up here on 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, will try to run it in. And tackled there by the defense.
Chris, this is an exciting moment here in this first half of this playoff game. 4th and goal, down 3. Do you go the conventional way to tie this playoff game up going into the half, or do you try to get aggressive and try to get a touchdown on the board and take the lead here in this first half? Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down. The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Back in motion now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
The shotgun running play call. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Timeout is called. A Ducks strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking right. This one caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And the Ducks moving quickly down the field here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, not right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. And they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. stretch will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. Running through the tackle. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Toss play to the outside. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Well, this is a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Really excellent possession last time. We mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he lofts it deep over the middle. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15, into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. He's going to return it from deep. It continues to fight for yards. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Runs through the defender.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Always looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On first down, it's play action. They're going to scramble now. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Not a penalty called too often in football, but we see it here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And that one is no good. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game, still losing by 11.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Ducks will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And here comes a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Oregon offense retakes the field. Forced to punt last time. Tried to add points, build the lead right here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? From the shotgun, drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, and he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Goes a stiff arm.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 17, Alabama 6.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds his man. Has the 1st down. They make the 1st down. Brought down to the 31.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Makes a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. Gets some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 45. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Looking to throw yet again. Looking to scramble to his left. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Catch made across the middle by the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. 3rd down play for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Send the back in motion. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The ball is loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they get a chance to get back in the game.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And after the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.